Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is another day for the circuit overseer, his last day to visit this Kingdom Hall. And this part of this talk is about family, how family is better when they are in the Kingdom Halls and serving God Jehovah. So he's going to use a reference of a man and a woman and how they found out to become Jehovah's Witnesses. It improved their lives and they became a good husband and wife. So I'm going to play this clip and then I'm going to give some more proof if this is true or not in Watchtower's belief system that coming into Jehovah's Witnesses religion will give you a happy marriage or not.
Let's consider an example of that. When we look at the family arrangement, what does Jehovah tell us in His Word is counsel that applies to a family to help us know how to live. Well, if you read Ephesians chapter 5, starting with verse 28, and you go on to the beginning part of chapter 6, verse 4, you find a lot of good counsel in those verses about family. Here's what it says, just in a nutshell. Jehovah wants us to have marriages based on love for each other as a couple, respect for each other. In chapter 6, it tells us that Jehovah wants a parent first to have Jehovah's words on their heart, and then also now inculcate Jehovah's ways into their children and raise them in that manner. That's Jehovah's counsel. Really, it touches all aspects of our life. But does it really work? If we take those thoughts and apply them in our own family, does it really benefit us? Well, think about an experience. I'm going to relate. This is of a couple. They're from Japan. That's why their name will sound different. Shugo and Mihoko was a couple. They had a lot of problems in their marriage. They fought all the time. Shugo, the husband, he had a very quick temper. So he would say things badly to her, and her response was she would shoot right back. And she finally just said, I don't think it's possible for us ever to agree on one thing. So their marriage is really not doing well. But then one day, a woman visited Mihoko, the wife, and read these words to her. All things, therefore, that you want men to do to you, you also must likewise do to them. And we know that's scriptural counsel. That's Jesus' words. And yet she thought about that. And she was not a religious person, but she said, I would like to study the book that contains that wisdom, because that makes sense. So she started to study. And then they found out that at the meeting there was going to be a discussion of the family life book. So
I'm going to stop it there just for a second. She found wisdom in those words from the book. The book. Not the Bible. A book that was written by the Watchtower. Think about that. Wisdom from Watchtower's book, but not wisdom from the Bible.
both the husband and wife attended because they wanted to make their family better. When they got to the meeting, the husband, Shugo, saw that everybody in attendance paid attention. They were applying what they learned, and that it made them seem happy because of that. So he decided to look into that book too. Here's a statement that you found in the scriptures that he applied. He that is slow to anger is abundant in discernment, but one that is impatient is exalting foolishness. And he thought about that wise counsel, and he thought about himself. And it took him time, but as time went by, he started to apply it. And you know what? Other people noticed the change. In fact, his wife saw the difference in him. So now she sees him applying things. It's impressing her. She said, I want to start applying what I'm learning. Here's another principle that she heard. Stop judging that you may not be judged. For with what judgment you are judging, you will be judged. Now she thought about that counsel. She thought, wow, that would be good for us in our marriage. So what they decided to do was focus on their good points rather than involved all the time with each other. So here's what happened. This is what the wife says. It has made me really happy. We've been doing this at dinner each evening. Even our 3-year-old son joins the conversation. It's been truly refreshing for us. So here's this family. Their marriage was at a breaking point, and they decided we're going to take Jehovah's ways and apply it in our life, and it turned out that their marriage was so much better. They were both happier because they did it his ways. Jehovah's ways are always going to help us. Here's some other things that Jehovah encourages us to do, not just in marriage, but in life.
Let's stop right there. First of all, it mentioned about love and respect. What this circuit overseer brought out is in the Bible. A man and woman should show love and respect. I have seen in my lifetime, when I was Jehovah's Witnesses, how much love and respect a husband and wife had when they was a Jehovah's Witness. Having an affair with another Jehovah's Witness, committing adultery with another Jehovah's Witness, people was going out committing fornication, and there was Jehovah's Witness. I have a friend, she had a bad argument with her husband this morning. He got up. She said the smell off of his body smelled like fish and poop. She don't know when this guy even took a shower or the last time he took a shower, because she just came off a vacation from her family, and this guy stinks. And her neighbors and people that she knows as Jehovah's Witnesses, they drink way too much. They hear bottles, empty cans, beer cans, hitting the garbage cans because their house is too close to each other. So noise from in the middle of the driveway echoes into the other person's house. And that's too close. And my friend's husband has done so much evil to her, stole things from her. He went to the meetings, and everybody had to open up the doors, windows, because he wouldn't take a shower. And the elders even asked him a while back ago, is he going to come into the meeting? Because we don't want him to come, because he stinks. But these elders would not approach him and tell him that he stinks. So you know what they did? They figure if they leave a box with his name on it, and he opened up the box, it was man soap. Soap for men. And he still couldn't get the point that people got tired of his smell. So if Jehovah's Witnesses is supposed to be good family people, why are Jehovah's Witnesses families is being destroyed? A bunch of it's on anti-depression pills. They are on doing too much drinking. Some of it's doing drugs because they're being told you got to do more. You got to do more. In Jehovah's organization, you got to become an elder. You got to be a minister or servant. You got to go door to door. You got to do all that. All this is pressures upon the witnesses. And when a bunch of them go to a circuit assembly, this is what you see, people. I used to be to one. People are bored to death. You got over 6 to 7 hours just sitting there and listening. And most of the stuff, while they come back, they don't remember what they learned. Nothing. unless you take a recording device and record. Does this look like a happy family? It sounded to me if they wasn't a Jehovah's Witness, they would be a happy family. They would be doing things together. They're not sitting there wishing that they were someplace else. The way the body language is. Look at the body language, people. It doesn't prove that they want to be there. I was in those seats. Just like them in a different location. There's no love in Jehovah's Witness organization. When people become a Jehovah's Witness, they will soon find out what they are, and they will leave this organization. It's a fake paradise. It's a fake organization. It's nothing but 100% C-U-L-T. And Jehovah's Witnesses, if you don't know what that word means, it means it's a cult. We done our research. We was in this cult. So becoming a person that don't want to read the Bible and put yourself into a cult because you want to believe other men to tell you how to live a life because you failed to read the Bible and learn it yourself, but you want to jump into a dangerous cult or false religion just to have people buddy, kissy you, and make you look like you're special. If you're a pioneer, an elder, you got more friends, more people respect you, but you're still in a cult. And you don't realize it. People, my friend wished she could get out of her situation, of her husband. But fortunately, where she lived, the law is on the guilty, not the innocent. So, if Jehovah's Witnesses are not what they are, a true happy family, then that must be what they are. Because otherwise, all Jehovah's Witnesses wouldn't have bad marriages. They wouldn't step out of the marriage oath to commit fornication. Well, I mean, adultery. Or going on pornography when he has a wife. So there's something wrong with this religion for men to go out looking for other wives or looking at women on pornography. People, what you see here is a proof that no families are real in this organization. Because God is not with them. Anyone is living in lies of their organization or a cult does not and will not ever have God's Spirit or Christ's blessings upon them. There is no Christ in these people. Every time they go home from these buildings, they all end up mentally, physically drained. Some of them can't go to work next 2 days because it took too much out of them. People, you need to wake up. Thank you.